You can be a kind parent and a firm one at the same time. Most of us were never shown how, so we swing between giving in and blowing up. Today, that ends. Here's the fear almost every loving parent carries, that if you hold a limit, you'll crush something in them: their joy, their confidence, their trust in you. So you soften. You explain one more time. You let it slide. And then an hour later, you snap because the limit never actually held. Sound familiar? You're not a pushover, and you're not too harsh. You're a caring parent who was handed two broken options: be the strict one or be the nice one. But there's a third way. Child development researchers call it authoritative parenting, high warmth and high structure together. The science is clear. Kids raised this way are more resilient, more cooperative, and more emotionally secure. In the next few minutes, you'll learn exactly how to set boundaries with your kids that hold firm without breaking their spirit. No guilt, no yelling, just loving limits that actually work. Let's get into it. Let's clear up the biggest myth first. A boundary is not a punishment. A boundary is a promise. When you tell your child where the edges are, you're not taking something away. You're giving them something: safety, predictability, a world that makes sense. Think of it like a fence around a playground near a busy road. The fence doesn't stop the play. It's the very thing that lets kids run free without fear. Children feel the same way about limits. Structure tells their nervous system, I'm safe here. Someone bigger is in charge. Research from developmental psychology shows this again and again. Kids with consistent, loving limits are calmer and more confident than kids with no limits at all, because a child without boundaries isn't free. They're lost. So when you set boundaries for your kids, you're not the bad guy. You're the safe one. Now let's talk about how you hold that limit without it turning into a battle. Here's the mistake most of us make. We lead with the rule. Stop. No, because I said so. But a child in big emotion can't hear a rule. Their thinking brain has gone offline. So the words just bounce off. The fix is simple, and it changes everything. Connect first, then correct. Before you state the limit, name what they're feeling. You really wanted that toy. I get it. It's so hard to stop playing. You're not agreeing to break the rule. You're letting them know you see them. This is the heart of firm but kind parenting. You can hold the line and hold their heart in the same breath. I won't let you hit, and I'm right here with you. When a child feels understood, the resistance softens. You're no longer enemies on opposite sides. You're on the same team, facing the problem together. Connection isn't the thing that weakens your boundary. It's the thing that makes your boundary land. Now, a question. How many rules does your house actually run on? If the honest answer is too many to count, that might be the real problem. When everything is a battle, nothing holds. You burn out. Your child tunes out, and the important limits get lost in the noise. So try this. Pick your non-negotiables, the few that truly matter. Safety, kindness, health, maybe 3 or 4. Those you hold every single time. The rest, you can let go. This is what loving limits look like in real life. Not 100 rules enforced halfway. A handful of rules enforced with total calm and total consistency. And consistency is the secret ingredient. A boundary that's there on Monday and gone on Tuesday isn't a boundary. It's a guessing game. And guessing games make kids anxious, so they push harder to find the edge. When you hold the same few limits the same way, every day your child stops testing because they already know the answer. That predictability is a gift. Speaking of testing, let's talk about what to do when they push back hard. This is the part that trips up the kindest parents. You set a fair limit, and your child falls apart. Tears, yelling. You're so mean. And in that moment, the doubt creeps in. Am I hurting them? Should I cave? Here's the truth that frees you. Your child is allowed to be upset about a boundary. Their tears do not mean you did something wrong. In fact, this is how it's supposed to work. You hold the limit, they feel the disappointment, and you stay calm and warm right beside them. You're sad we're leaving the park. That makes sense. We're still going home. Notice, you didn't change the limit, and you didn't shame the feeling. That combination is everything. The limit stays firm, the love stays soft. When you let your child feel their feelings without rushing to fix or punish them, you teach a skill that lasts a lifetime. Emotional regulation, they learn that big feelings are safe, that disappointment won't destroy them, and that you can be trusted to stay steady when they can't. That's not breaking their spirit, that's building it. Let's be real for a second. You will lose your cool. You'll be tired, you'll snap, you'll set a limit in a tone you regret. Every parent does, including the experts. And here's the good news, you don't need to be perfect, you need to repair. Repair is simply going back afterward and reconnecting. Hey, I yelled earlier. That wasn't okay. I was frustrated, but it's never your fault. I love you. This one habit does something powerful. It teaches your child that relationships can bend without breaking, that a hard moment isn't the end, that love survives conflict. You're not modeling a parent who never messes up. You're modeling something far more useful, a human who owns their mistakes and makes things right. That's the example that actually shapes them. So let go of perfect. Firm but kind parenting was never about getting it right every time. It's about showing up, holding your limits with love, and repairing when you fall short. That's it. That's the whole thing. If this gave you a little relief today, do one thing for me. Hit subscribe. We're building a calmer, more confident way to parent here at Petite Genius Academy, and I'd love for you to be part of it. And because knowing this is one thing, but doing it in the heat of the moment is another, I made you something free. It's our Loving Limits Parenting Guide. Simple scripts you can say word for word when your child pushes back, plus a one-page boundary cheat sheet for the fridge. The link is right below this video. Go grab it. So let's bring it home. Boundaries aren't walls that crush your child. They're the safe edges that help them grow. Connect first, then correct. Hold a few limits firmly. Let the feelings come. And when you slip, repair. That's how you set boundaries with your kids without ever breaking their spirit. Firm and kind at the same time. You can absolutely do this. In the next video, we're tackling the one that everyone asks about, how to stop the daily power struggles before they even start. You won't want to miss it. I'll see you there.